Hi, Stacy. I got your ads up here, and I want to talk about it a little bit. So now, remember, this ad is. I think your direction. I think there's nothing wrong with this. A great color palette, lovely color palette. I think that's a really strong attribute of this ad. I think the ad is very casual. It's done very well. I think, however, though, if we think about this ad and we think about this going in a magazine, I think that one of the things, the most important things we can use is especially since this we are a digital imaging class, first and foremost, is that we need to use images. I think the logo is great, but placing these guys that you have extracted from that original image, that's the only image you're using in this whole piece. And I'd like to see more images. I also think that this is tough. This is a tough call here because you have this coupon. All right, now don't forget, this is an 8x10 full color ad that's going in a magazine. So coupons in magazines don't always work because you end up having to tear them out, and then the pages are always torn, and it just, I mean, I think a more, I mean, this would be great if it was a flyer, but it's a magazine ad. So I don't think this coupon idea is working. I'm saying that you can say, go ahead and give $50 off when you mention this ad. So that way somebody, when they mention that, they don't have to go and tear magazines up and try to cut coupons out and all sorts of different things. So that said, I think that you're welcome to keep this approach. I think it's fine. I do think it's a little light on the photos. For a digital imaging class, we do want to use more photography. You know what? Let's let some examples speak, okay, instead of me babbling here. I just brought this up, and I just brought these. What did I search? I said scuba diving ads. That's it. So, and I know that these are adults, and I know that, look at this images to draw, and we see this a lot in these ads, is the image. The images can be so powerful that all we have to do is drop some type in. I can see using an image like this with your ad, okay, and then using type right here to introduce your school, what is the ad, mention this ad, blah, blah, blah. We're in a new school, we're located at, and we're doing this, and we're doing this. Then your little logo here, and then your contact information at the bottom. That's just one suggestion. I'm not playing art director here and telling you what to do. I'm just saying, think about it. I don't think this is the greatest image in the world, but nonetheless, it's usable. I mean, it's a kid in scuba gear, and I don't know why he's holding a branch, but you get the idea. That way you have headline, you have the body copy, at the bottom you have your logo, and however you want that to look. I think it would just be a much more stunning ad if we were to use photography. Now you've got some decisions to make this year. I was reading that going grand opening, that I thought it was going to say this year. So you've got some decisions to make this week, because you're welcome to stay in this approach. I'd like to see you move into more of a photographic approach. So, which means that you would have to continue working on your ad while working on your banner. It's up to you. I'm not saying you have to, Stacy, but I do think that more photography, and I think that in a digital imaging course, if you were to use this piece in your student portfolio, I know portfolio reviewer is going to look at this and say, digital imaging, well, I only see one image. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I would need to see if I were looking at the digital imaging ad in a student portfolio is I would have to see images. I would like to see something that had an image in the background, some set typography, and I would look for that image being adjusted in terms of tonal correctness, color correctness, and general appearance, contrast, color balance, etc. Okay, so like I said, it's up to you. I'd like to see you go that direction. I know you have it in you. You're a good designer. Think about it. Let me know what you think. If you want to stick with this, I understand completely. But if you do stick with this, let's at least look at the obvious, okay? So I look at this ad and I go, oh, I want to sign my kid up. What do? There's no contact information anywhere. There's no address. There's no telephone. I don't even know what state this is in. So do you see what I'm saying? So let's get that stuff down. Really got to get that contact information down. And a call to action instead of just the coupon. So if you have any questions, give me a holler. I'll be more than glad to clarify if I can. But anyways, good job so far. So food for thought. Okay, let me know. Thanks.